How you doing, guys? Yeah, I know it's been a while. It's been about 4 or 5 months since I've been out here. I had a lot of things going on. But my last few videos, I kind of started getting discouraged. Not so much over YouTube, but other social media outlets. Kind of reminded me of the days when I was a JW. Do you remember when Jehovah's Witnesses would get very discouraged when nobody would answer the door? Or they'd knock on a door and get it slammed in their face, and they would almost get their feelings hurt. Me, I couldn't care less. It made the day easier for me. I never much cared about that. I started noticing more of it at the conventions, that they would get so emotionally involved with every talk. For a while, I started thinking something was wrong with me, because I just was never like that. Even when I was a full-fledged JW, I could never get emotionally entangled in it. I was there, I felt it, but I didn't let it dominate my existence. After a while, after listening to their conversation, no matter what you were talking about, Jehovah would somehow come up in the conversation, and I realized it wasn't me, it was them. Like I said, I noticed more of this at the conventions. You'd look around at all these people getting charged up over every talk. Yet when you really listen to these talks, they were virtually the same talk, only worded different. And these people will be applauding and clapping. What a great convention. Yet you were hearing the same BS at the meetings. Well, we all know how it went. We all eventually left the org. And now let's fast forward that to the days of the exJWs. Now, when I first came on YouTube and I started watching them, everybody was on an even keel. I didn't know anybody, so that was fine. But I've noticed it over the last couple of years. Now, let's face it, every exJW, they go off in their own direction. Some become atheists, some go into other religions, some get embroiled in politics, and there's nothing wrong with that. But wherever you go, if you're getting emotionally involved, you might as well still be in that cult. I have tried to make videos over the last few months. Just wasn't fired up enough to do it. Had really nothing to offer, so I figured I didn't know if I was going to come back or not. But after yesterday, after some of the things I saw, it kind of pissed me off. Now, we all know how the election went, and I'm not here to endorse one candidate over the other. I have my beliefs religiously, politically, and I don't push them on people. But after some of the hate that I saw yesterday, particularly from one woman who has commented on this channel in the past, so I'm not going to mention her name, but the hate she was spewing towards anybody who didn't share her political beliefs, I realized that this woman was a vagina, and she wasn't the only one. I have seen so many exJWs get embroiled into this political argument over the last few years, not just this election, but the last two, and it's bullshit. They're fighting over candidates who don't even know who they are, nor could give two shits about their personal problems. Yet they fight. Like I said, I have my political beliefs, but I don't let it dominate my existence. I favored one over the other, of course. That's normal. But when that candidate lost 4 years ago, I said, okay, all you can do is move on. But I'm seeing so many exJWs spewing so much hatred. And to those people, whatever side you're on, it doesn't matter. But when you start spewing hatred and opposing views, you might as well still be one of Jehovah's Witnesses, because that's the way it looks. There are two things that keep people divided in this world: religion and politics. And both of them are a shit show. I don't buy either one of them. Politics and religions is designed to keep people at odds. It's designed to keep people divided. And you are not seeing this. So are you really awake? I mean, some of the hate I saw yesterday, now I notice this a great deal on Facebook, and there are a lot of people I do not interact with. If I see a comment on a post that I don't agree with, I generally ignore it. If I see a comment that's going another direction, like I did last night, I'll delete it. Now, I post a lot of humorous stuff on Facebook, nothing serious, sometimes political, most of the time not. But last night, one woman, and also I'm not going to mention her name, turned it into a CSA argument. And I'm like, you friggin' douche, that is not what I was even talking about. So Rather than have anybody start an argument, I deleted the comment, and I almost deleted her as a Facebook friend because looking at her, I don't even remember ever dealing with her on Facebook. I didn't even know who she was. And frankly, I just may delete her as a Facebook friend because after seeing her page, she bores me. You know, people can post what they want, but don't take it on other people's pages. Don't be spewing the hatred. Now, this election's over, whether people like it or not. You can hate people all you want. But when you start hating and spewing hatred, you're still in a cult. That pretty much is all I had to say about this. It just pissed me off, some of the garbage I was seeing yesterday. But guys, think about it. Wake up. Politics and religion are not that much different from each other. They're all designed to keep people like this, while the puppet masters on the top are laughing at you. And it's no different than your governing body that did the same thing while you were a JW. You're doing the same thing on the outside. And it pisses me off. I am done trying to wake people up. I figure anybody who's awake is already awake. And anybody who's still asleep, they're never going to wake up. And that's the way I'm seeing it. I have no problem discussing things with people that are already awake. But if you're still asleep at this point in time, you can go straight to hell. I have never kissed anybody's ass for views, for subscribers, or anything in my life. And I'm not going to. If you don't like what I got to say, goodbye. But I'm not changing. One thing I never do, I don't push religious or political beliefs on anyone. Don't you ever try and push yours on me. And I don't give a good goddamn who the hell you are. Anyways, guys, y'all have a good day. I'll be talking to you soon.